I've always been curious about it. I always thought, hey, that looks cool, but I also felt discouraged at first because I've always been self-conscious about my body.
I always had these issues in my head, like, oh, I'm not flexible, oh, I'm not long-legged. But it was all in my head.
Sabi ko kaya yan. I-try ko kaya.
Pero at first, nung nakita ko siya, syempre medyo parang sa image ko, parang hindi siya okay. Alam mo yun?
Parang yun na yung peak of my career nung nabuntis ako eh. So parang, oh my God, kung kailan naman nag-resign ako sa work to dance again, na-preggy ako.
Kasi parang ang lakas-lakas ko nun, biglang tumigil ako. So parang na-depress ako at ang dami ko pang pinagdaanan.
What is it for? What is it for me? And then, what do I learn out of it? Nothing. But when you dance, everything is challenge.
When you say pole dancing sa Pilipinas, hindi na nila i-questions ano yung pole dancing. So meron na silang idea. Ito yung, well, kung normal tao, yung sasabihan mo ng pole dancing, sasabihin nila, ito yung tubo na nakatayo, ganyan. Yan yung number one talaga nilang sinasabi.
For me, pole dancing is actually a use of a pole, a use of an apparatus that you dance around it, you climb on it, you hold on to it, and for me, it's another type of dance that can be enjoyed by everyone.
It's when I feel the most free. It's when I dance. 'Cause you're there, you're putting yourself out there, right? With how you dance, with who you are.
It means a lot. Pero right now, it's my passion. And aside from being my workout, it's also something I'd like to share with others. That's why I teach. It's my passion. And aside from it being my workout, right now, it's a living. Piner-perform ko rin siya para makapakita rin sa iba na it's not just for sexy dancing, it's also art and it's also fitness.
Strong girls, tsaka physical talaga sila. Tsaka they have that guts, courage, tsaka confident. Tsaka alam mo, pag confident ka, maski anong trial na darating sa'yo, matatag ka. Dahil sound mind ka is sound body. Sabi nga ng Panginoon a sound mind with a sound body. Kung yung physical lang, it gains a little. Dahil itong physical na to, temporary lang, di ba? But the spirit gives eternal strength.
Well, I think it's like any athletic or artistic hobby. Like it's an outlet for people to express themselves, and also a means for people to improve themselves physically and mentally through moving their bodies. So yeah, and also just because it is something that even like, yes, there are men in pole, but like majority of pole dancers are still women. So it's especially a good outlet for women to be able to express themselves and discover themselves.
It's like telling a story, telling my story with the pole. And siguro dun lumalabas yung strength ko, kung ano yung pinagdaanan ko sa buhay ko, nakikita how I pole dance. Siguro, kaya siguro sobrang love ko ng pole. It's an outlet for me to express myself. And mas gumagaan yung, kung ano mang mabigat yung pakiramdam, lahat mas gumagaan, makes me happy.
Ang pole dancing sa ibang bansa yata yan nag-umpisa, di ba? Ngayon, alam mo, ang Pinoy talagang kung ano yung nandoon, kung ano yung nakita nila sa ibang bansa, di ba? Ginagaya, pero mas magaling ang Pinoy din. Sus ko, grabe.
Pole dancing before is nanggaling siya India kasi before, nagpo-pole na sila before, pero ang gamit nila wood. Pero hindi siya doon talaga nag-start.
Ang alam ko dyan, marami kasing history na sinasabi sila sa pole dancing. One is nandun yung sa India, yung Malakam, so ibang history din yun. Na parang sport nila yun. Kahoy naman yung pole, and then there's Chinese pole din. So parang iba-iba actually siya ng pinanggalingan. Hindi ko sure kung ano talaga yung pinaka-root or how it really started.
What I know is it came from like all over, like China and India. In China, it was Chinese pole. So like the stuff that you see in Cirque du Soleil, more acrobatics. And then in India, it was actually gymnastics for boys. They use a really, really thick pole. But then when I looked at videos of it now, it's like, hey, they're doing a hummingbird. Hey, that's an inverted thigh hold. So, but it's really more actually for boys then.
Well, there have been a lot of different cultures that had some form of pole dancing, but like pole dancing as we know it today started with circus and cabaret around early 1900s to 1920s with circus, cabaret, and vaudeville shows because they're usually in tents. The acrobats were usually women. They would use the tent pole for their tricks, and then it evolved from there into what we see today as like in Las Vegas with dancers and go-go girls and strip clubs. So it really started with women. I don't think it was really just one person. It was just a lot of different dancers and choreographers who thought it was an opportunity. But yeah, the one most recognizable name that I can remember is Pole Dance Academy. I think it was Aniel.
Nag-start siya, actually, ang nag-introduce is si Aniel. Yeah. So most of the people hindi nakilala si Ed. Pero siya yung naging pioneer sa pole. And if I'm not mistaken, nag-start din siya sa movement dance studio. Si Ed talaga, alam ko siya yung nagdala ng pole dancing dito. Pero hindi pa siya ganun kasikat before. So pinasok niya yun kay Lala. Then doon nag-spread. Doon nagkaroon ng mga trainings, doon nagkaroon like si Lala, doon siya nag-invite ng tao.
I opened my dance studio because all started there. My first ever movement dance studio is in Green Hills, in Wilson Street, corner P. Guevara. And that's when the pole dancing classes all started here in the Philippines. Together with our teacher, Aniel, and that's how we all come up with a pole dancing in business or industry here in the Philippines. October 2006, when I opened the studio, and that's when it also started with movement, with the pole dancing classes.
So, what I know is one of the pioneers in the pole industry in the Philippines is Aniel. So, siya talaga yung nag-start ng pole. Ang alam ko, he's more of self-taught na nag-train for pole dancing. And I don't know how he started or kung saan niya napanood, pero he was very influential para, kumbaga, maraming taong nag-start from him na until now, nagpo-pole. So, pero yung mga taong yun yung mga nire-respeto mo kasi without them, kumbaga, wala rin kami. Kumbaga, hindi talaga mag-start officially yung pole.
Sa akin. Sa akin. I went around before opening my class. I went around to the clubs, everywhere. There's in Burgos, in Ermita, I went around. They have poles there, but they don't know how to use it. They just touch it and then make giling-giling, like that. Parang ganun lang yung ginagawa nila. Iharap mo sa akin ang hindi aamin yan at papaanuhin ko sa pole. There's this film director who actually offered me to do an instructional dance video, choreography for a dance video. So, at that time, wala pa naman talagang pole. Hindi pa siya, wala pa siyang pole. Kahit mag-research ka, meron lang akong books na binasa. It's S factor. So, what I did was, since a dancer yung background ko, I based my formula dun sa dance class. Stretching, warm up, and then basic spin, basic climb, basic turn, basic jump, dance in between the tricks at the end of the class. Noon, wala pa rin available na pole. Actually, so nagtusok ako ng pole in my garage. Actually, ganyan siya kaliit. Parang 3/4 inch. Pang tubig, pang tubig talaga siya. So yun, tapos doon ako nagpa-practice. Tapos nung medyo marunong na ako mag-spin ng basic, climb, and spins, I asked my friend who owns a dance studio. Sa Stamp Dance Studio siya before. Okay, I'll try it with other students. Actually, 3 different sizes yan sila. May small, medium, and then large. Para lang for me to know. Pero open na yan to the public yung class ko. So I have 3 poles na naka-install dun sa dance studio. So yun. So, I think 2 years ko siyang ginagawa. Tapos I have few students until nga, yung kay Lala na. Kaya rin naman siya talaga nakilala doon because event organizer din ako, diba? Tsaka production designer. So, one of our event, nag-perform ako sa product launching. So, nag-perform ako, of course, pagka product launching, kompleto yan, may press, may TV, may ganyan, may, So, yun, parang mula noon, parang isa-isa na yung write-ups na pati news. Yun. Tapos yung kay Lala na, yung very major ko talaga na, is kay Lala. Doon talaga siya halos nakilala na, kasi parang ABS, Channel 7 yata yung lumapit doon. So, mas malaking market nun.
Sure, now it's very stable. I mean, maybe there were like ups and downs and all, but I may say it's very, very stable. It's like it's been in the fitness industry. We may have classes, you call it pole fit. Pole fit is concentrated on making you stronger, of course, making you fit, and concentrating on developing your muscles. And there's a pole dance where you infuse already the art of dance, where there's a sexiness and you can add whatever. There's even pas de deux. I mean, pole that you already incorporate jazz, contemporary, or duals. That's why it's pas de deux. It's in French, it's called dalois, deux, deux, trois, like that. So two pole dancers or pole performers sharing in one pole and all those. Just going back to the history, it even started in India, if I may say, a thicker pole that is, and then they climb up and it was sports, and from then on it became thinner, and it became stainless steel, it got improved, now with its own stage. There are a lot of innovations and there are a lot of improvements that went along the way when pole dancing started here, if I may say, in the Philippines, and definitely in Europe and in the United States.
Pero once sabihin mo siya dun sa mga tao, like for example sa mga performer talaga, na hindi man talaga nagpo-pole, pero performer like other kind of dances, alam na nila. So hindi mo na kailangan explain sa kanila kung ano yung pole dancing kasi sa tulong din ng social media, ang laki nung pagkakaspread niya. Plus, ang dami na rin mga studios na nagtatayuan and lahat yun may pole dance classes. Yung mga nagtatayo din actually ng mga studio is student from other studio. So, naiinganyo sila magtayo ng studio kasi alam nila maraming nagjo-join ng classes, especially pole. So, ang laki ng innovation ng pole. Pag sinabi mong may studio ka, at the same time may pole class ka, ang laki ng market.
Polecats started with us. The owners also of Beast House got certified in movement, and also the pole dolls. There's the Stardarnz also that who did it, who were our students and eventually opened their own dance studio.
There's Chrome Divas. Sila Ira took teacher training with us, and then she's like, can I put up an exotic studio. I'm like, of course! Do your thing!
Well, I think what some people did not understand was it's a very challenging job for me to build the community. The minute parang sinali ko yung sarili ko, if I do something, I want it to last. If not forever, last really long. So, parang challenge ko yung sarili ko na, nung sumikat na yung pole, sabi ko, ayoko tong mawala after few years. So, inano ko talaga, parang pinroject ko siya na sabi ko, magstay to ng matagal. Ayoko siya, nauso, and then after a decade, wala na siya. So, I was busy building the community, which is proven. There is now, 17 school now in the whole country or more. Successful na ako doon, no? And I think hindi ko rin alam before na I wasn't only training for students, but I was also training for teachers. Which is wala namang school for teachers. Wala at the time. So, I don't know. Dami kong students na naging teachers now.
Ngayon, alam ba, ang nakita ko sa pole dance, kailangan may guts ka. Guts, at saka confident ka. Sabi ko, kaya ko yan Believe din ay amazed. Na-amaze din ako sa sarili ko. Bakit nagagawa ko? Dahil nasa tao lang yan Kung gusto mo, pwede. If there is a will, there is a way. Kaya lang ang unang iniisip ng mga babae, mga sample, mga 50 o hindi ko na kaya yan.
Maraming mga professional students, like let's say doctors, teachers, like mga professional talaga na work nila, na nagpo-pole dancing. Like halos every night nasa studio. Why? Because yun yung nagiging, nagiging way out of stress sometimes Parang doon na rin sila naglalabas ng parang doon nila nahanap na meron pa silang ibang bagay na pwedeng gawin instead of pagiging doctor. Ganon, or instead of like sa office lang. So after their work, napupunta silang studio, nagkakaroon sila ng ibang friends, diba? Nagkakaroon sila ng ibang gagawin. Like, so ang laking tulong ng pole dancing.
I think the best thing that you can do for yourself is to just take the class, because if you wait until you're ready, there's never gonna be a right time. So if you want to be more flexible, if you want to be stronger, the best way to do that is by actually practicing.
As again, there's no body type. Some people are heavy set, but are very light or can carry their own body weight, or more graceful or more flexible. Some people are very, very thin, as in thin as a stick, pero walang grace. Or I may say, hindi niya kayang i-lift yung sarili niya. So there's no such thing as like, this is the perfect body type. You're endomorph, you're mesomorph, you're ectomorph. There's no such thing. You develop your own body weight, and eventually, you learn to be stronger.
Pole dancing is it's freedom. It's when I feel the most free. It's when I dance, because it's you're there. You're putting yourself out there, right? With how you dance, with who you are, because who you are is essentially gonna come out in how you dance.
Yung pole dancing, parang dun ko nahanap yung sarili ko. Parang totoo, as in, nagkaroon ako ng parang yung worth ko, parang, alam mo yon, from being down, kasi single mom ako, parang mas tumaas yung ano ko sa sarili, I can do these things pala, ganyan. Tapos, syempre, nakakatuwa din na people would know you, ganyan, pero I never stopped from there, na I still trained regularly, I never stopped training, ganon.
Wala pang plan, but I'm always inspired. Makarinig lang ako ng music, inspired na ako. Makakita ako ng tao, ang galing nito, nai-inspired na ako. Makakita ako ng something, ng concept, nai-inspired na ako. So nabubuo siya ng nabubuo. Until I think the right time. I don't know, sana abutan ko pa. I think the right time, no? I still have something to share. And as a teacher, you're supposed to share something, knowledge, your experience, you know. So, naghahanap ako ng right time siguro, or I don't know, right people, or I don't know. But I know deep inside myself, ang dami kong i-share.
I'm Christina D. I'm 43. I'm the founder and creative director of Polecats Manila. It's Polecats' 10th year this year, but I've been doing pole dancing for 12 years. I'm ancient.
My name is Lala Ilao Dinglasan. I'm already 43 years old. A certified pole dance teacher. So I'm an owner also of Movement Dance Studio here in Ortigas. And we have another branch in Makati.
I'm Ciara Sotto, and I'm a pole fitness teacher here in Movement Dance Studio and the Upper Deck, also Flow Studio of the Upper Deck. Apart from that, I'm an actress, a singer, and a dancer, theater actress, and TV actress, and movie actress sometimes, and a mother.
I'm Rosita Custoya Gomez. They call me Menchie. At present, I'm 72 years old. I'm a resident pastor dito sa Quezon City.
Hi, my name is Johnny Villanueva, also known as Sustantivo. Yun yung pinaka-screen name ko. And yeah, I'm a pole dancer or pole artist. Right now, I'm performing in one of the casinos here in Metro Manila.
Marielle Baysa. I'm 28 years old and I work as a hair and makeup artist, and I've been pole dancing for 4-5 years.
My name is Kristel de Catalina. I'm turning 34 years old. I'm an aerialist and a pole athlete. I've been pole dancing for about 5 years, and I've been doing this job for a long time, and I think I'll be doing this for the rest of my life.
My name is Aniel. I am 50 years old. At the moment, I am the resort manager of the Fox and the Firefly Cottages and Sotto, Philippines.
I'm Mona Adviento Maghanoy. I'm teaching at the College of Human Kinetics. My specialization is in sports psychology. I'm a psychological skills coach, and I help athletes for competition.
I'm Nathalie Africa-Verceles. I'm currently the director of the University of the Philippines Center for Women's and Gender Studies. And I'm also currently a member of the faculty of the Department of Women and Development Studies. My area of specialization is really the very broad discipline of gender and development, but my particular area of interest is gender and the economy. But I also dance.